Okay, so today we're taking a deep dive into something pretty fascinating and a little unsettling, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's Putin's vision for, well, he's calling a new global security structure.
Hmm.
Kind of like an alternative to NATO.
Right.
And we've got some excerpts here
Okay.
from a recent article. And it's really interesting how he's framing this.
Oh, yeah.
Not just as Russia's idea,
Right, right.
but as this global movement.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely trying to build a narrative that positions Russia and its allies
Okay.
as this powerful force, right?
Uh-huh.
Imposing the West. And, he's not just talking the talk.
Right.
He's been reaching out to countries like Vietnam, North Korea,
Oh, wow.
emphasizing those shared, I guess you could say, concerns they have about, the U.S. and NATO and all that.
So it's more than just talk. He's actually putting things in motion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The article actually points out that he was discussing this Eurasian security structure
Right.
with China back in May.
Mm.
And then by June, he was publicly proposing it
Wow.
as a real alternative.
As a legitimate.
Yeah, saying the current, the Euro-Atlantic system, it's failing.
Right.
It's not working.
Well, I mean, from his point of view, he can easily point to, I don't know,
Yeah.
NATO expansion and things like that
Sure.
as evidence of that. But
Right.
what's the real goal here? What's motivating him
Well,
to
again,
push this so hard?
the article really points out two main things, two main goals.
Okay.
First of all, it's a way to legitimize, what Russia is doing in Ukraine
Okay.
and try to, weaken that Western support, right?
Right.
Because if he can create this perception that, the whole world is shifting away from the West,
Right.
then it makes those countries that are backing Ukraine look
Isolated.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the second goal, I think, is that this narrative,
Okay.
it helps him position Russia as, the leader of this new world order, right?
Oh, wow.
Based on what he calls equal and indivisible Eurasian security.
That phrase, equal and indivisible Eurasian security.
Yeah.
It sounds so intentionally
Vague.
Yeah. Why is that?
And I think that vagueness is a calculated move
Okay.
because it allows for, flexibility in
Right.
how it's interpreted and implemented,
Right.
which gives Russia a lot of leverage,
Right.
within this proposed structure.
So are you saying, in practice,
Yeah.
it's hard to say what this would actually look like?
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's actually, potentially really dangerous
Mm.
because, who's
Mm.
making the decisions in this new world order?
Right.
Who really holds the power?
It's not clear.
Is it really going to be equals?
Yeah.
Or is it just, a new power structure? Right.
With Russia calling the shots. Right.
Right. Yeah.
And then you think about, potential disputes down the road
Oh, yeah.
over, how this vague idea is actually applied.
Yeah.
That could lead to a lot of instability.
That's a really interesting point. It makes you wonder if those countries
Yeah.
that are, potentially considering aligning with Russia,
Right.
are they really thinking about the long-term consequences?
Yeah. I mean, that's the big question, right?
Yeah.
What are their motivations?
Right.
Are they genuinely looking for an alternative
Yeah.
to, Western influence?
Or are they just kind of?
Or are they just taking advantage of the situation
Yeah.
to benefit themselves?
It's like a big poker game
It really is.
where everyone's trying to, figure out everyone else's hand
Yeah.
and what cards they're holding.
Mm.
So I guess, bringing this back to you.
Yeah.
What do you make of Putin's vision, this Eurasian security structure?
Does it have the potential?
Well, I mean,
Well,
reshape the world.
It's certainly a bold vision,
Yeah.
and it's hard to say
Right.
if it'll gain traction or if it's just,
Yeah.
A lot of talk, a lot of bluster.
Right.
But it's something to watch, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Because the implications,
Yeah.
if it does take hold, are huge
For the whole world.
for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's something to think about.
Definitely.
Could this vision actually become reality?
Hmm.
And if it did, what would that mean for the world and for you? Those are some big questions.
Big question.
To consider.
Yeah.
Well, that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a fascinating conversation.
It has.
A lot to think about.
Absolutely.
So until next time,
Yeah, see you then.
keep exploring, keep questioning,
And keep thinking.
and we'll see you on the next deep dive.
Sounds good.
Bye for now. Bye.